Mystic Nila here. Today we're going to talk about sacred energy, that is the universal life force energy which is running in you, which in other name called as sexual energy. About the male and the female, or we'll talk about just the male and the female for now. And today in this video we're going to talk more about the female. We will definitely do one more video talking about more of the male. So this video is for parents to be, who are parents, and grandparents, for everybody, because I think they need to know, they need to hear this out, they need to see how they can change each of them. We are bringing this change not for us, we're bringing this change for the generations after us, and this is the change what the universe is looking for. We need to pass on good human beings and healthy human beings. Healthy human being starts from fixing your mind first, then the health. First you have to fix what's happening here in our mind. So let's mind and heart first. So let's focus on that. It's going to be a short brief video about that. I request everybody to watch this video, and please do drop a comment. It's not going to be a very high funda video, it's going to be a very simple video. And I am a mother, and I strongly encourage every parent and parent to be, especially right, young children who are going to be parents in the future, they should watch this video, because they are the ones who has to they can start making the change right away, because they're going to have the fetus in their womb. It's very, very important to have a positive vibration at that time. Basically, this work is done generations together. What my mother was thinking when I was in her stomach matters a lot on my personality. So now you know how important it is to accept and embrace whatever sexuality I'm born with. How will the child embrace her as she is? It's all given to from the society to her. Who gives it to her? She is just a newborn baby, right? It all happens from the society they're living in. Parents play a big role, the mother plays a bigger role, and the father definitely plays a bigger role, because the father has to keep the mother happy so that she can be happy and she can transfer that energy to the baby, and the baby can come out happily. So it's a cycle. So people who live with you really matters. So everybody has to watch this video, because this is when we have to understand how it's important to embrace this truth about ourselves. Usually when the child attains puberty, a woman or the girl who attains puberty, the mother immediately thinks, oh my god, now she's going to start getting her periods, now she's going to be in pain, I have to take care of her, I have to protect her. All these kind of things rushes into the mother, because she has been passed on from her mother to her like that. So we cannot blame her too. That's what has been happening generations together, at least now, for the last, at least for 200 to 300 years. This is what being passed down. We somehow see as periods as a taboo. We see periods as a painful situation. We see period as a headache. I hear that. I have also been through that in my starting days, because when I'm not able to manage it, when I was not given no reason why I have to sit alone, especially coming from a country like India, I was not given no reason why I have to sit alone. All they said that you just have to sit alone. There was no practical reason given to the child. So I was actually quite confused. So it took a while for me to get healed and come here and be here as a mystic today in front of you guys. So it really matters to give a proper explanation to the child, whatever you tell her, especially regarding her sexuality. Yes, you don't have to go tell her that you have to you cannot tell her everything, right? You have to be careful, blah. But you can tell her in a nicer way. Tell her in the positive way. Start telling her in a positive way. First, start telling her that how beautiful it is to become a lady, become a young woman, a young girl who's attained the puberty. Tell her the positiveness, like her skin is going to glow, she's going to get a prominent features, she's going to have a beautiful hair, and her body, she's going to get good shape. Try to do the positiveness, enhance the positiveness, and then tell her you need to be careful. You need to be careful about what and why you allow others to touch you, you know. Then comes the good touch, bad touch. Re-emphasize that to a girl who's attained puberty. But the re-emphasizing of the good touch, bad touch actually starts happening when the mother is pregnant itself. You understand? She needs to start telling herself that about how she wants to bring up a child. She has to talk to the child even before. Good touch, bad touch applies for man and woman too. So it's there for both the child, boy and a girl too. So she has to start talking to the child way before the child is actually born. So actually the child is always connected to the mother and it's like always like receiving it, but only good stuff. You're not going to say negativity in that. You're going to say a beautiful positive word. You are going to say as if that you are totally protected. You're always protected. You are a beautiful girl. You are a confident girl. You are a girl full of self-love. You know, these affirmations should start in the fetus state itself. In fact, I would actually go one step further and say that it should start even before when they start planning to have a child. That is the beauty about how powerful is our thought is. Positivity should be induced in that stage itself. You should start doing all these positive words like, I'm going to have a beautiful child. My son is going to be confident. Yes, I get this point that not all countries will reveal the sex of the child, but there are still certain things which you can start imposing in the child, in the stomach, in a common way. You're going to be a confident child. You are a confident child. You are a love embody. You're going to have so much of self-respect. People are going to embrace you. People are going to appreciate you. Imagine that, see that, feel that, have a lot of emotions in that. Instead of start worrying about the negativity, let's start putting positive thoughts into it, right? Negativity attracts negativity. So let's keep that very clearly. So we're going to remove totally of negativity, totally from the whole system right before the mother could get pregnant. So I would actually go one step further and say, even before they start making love to have children, they should start working on these points. This is it's a very important point which I request all the youngsters to give some thoughts to it and try their level best to do this for the universe. Try their level best to do this for the human race. If we actually start doing this small change, this change which I've actually told you right now, girl child will be much safer and they will be very protected and they'll be very confident and they will know to get back and start walking back confidently. Confidence is different from being arrogant. Please understand that. There's a lot of difference between ego and self-esteem. So that confidence is different from being arrogant. Your child is going to be a confident child, not an arrogant child. There's a lot of difference. So this kind of changes should come to human race, and I really expect, because I am literally visualizing that all the mothers start doing this to their child and transmit this positive energy to the child, and the child carries the positivity and they're going to be totally safe. We're going to avoid a lot of situations. You should really talk about the positivity to the child in the fetus state itself. So the child is going to be a full-fledged, happy being. And I'm feeling so happy even sharing this because I always tell to my clients too in person, and any child or anybody, any human being or any soul who wants help in this area, please message me. I'll be more than happy to contribute whatever I can and share my views and talk to you and hear you out, and if you want any guidance, please message me. My website is there, my Instagram is there, my Facebook is there, and we can both start working together in that. And I request all the grandmothers and the mothers to make these changes in their head so that they allow the child who is bearing the fetus to be in more peaceful situation. This is a request to all the women out there. The best way to protect your grandchildren or your child is like giving positive thoughts when the child is in the womb. Only positivity, no negative words. I want to know you are like that. I am happy. The child is happy. My baby is happy. My baby is bubbly. Baby is healthy. When I am not telling you to just tell by your words, it should come from within. That is the confidence. So, if anybody is planning to have a child, and if you have low self-esteem, low self-confidence, if no self-love, if you're feeling very doubtful, please reach out to one of the healers. Please reach out to a lot of light workers around us. Reach out for help, because we want to have healthy baby. We want you to be happy. So I hope this message reaches many women as possible. Please share this message. This message is a reminder to all the human race. We know everything. Human knows everything. All this, we all know this, but we need reminders. So I request you to share this message to as many as possible. Let's voice out to this universe, especially at this time. Especially at this time when the world is going through a big shift. And I'm so happy for this opportunity for me to share with this message with you guys. I hope you like this message, and if you need to share to me any comments, I'm okay. I'm very open. This is what I feel from within as a woman, being a soul in a woman body. And I request you all to pass on this message for a healthier human race. Thank you.